Hey, what's up, my truth seekers? How are you guys doing? Making sure the mic is checked. Everything is good. I hope you guys can see me real good. I'm not in the matrix. So I'm going to see how long it's going to last. So I'm just checking to see if I'm in the matrix. But as you can see right here, guys, I have a lot to go ahead and talk about, which I was going to go ahead and talk a little bit about Dr. Umar Johnson. I think I'm going to go ahead and wait on that because it's like a 2 hour part one is 2 hour interview, and I never saw part two, but trust me, guys, it is epic. I mean, Dr. Umar Johnson and Joe Budden. I mean, that was epic. You guys need to go ahead and pay that $5. At first, I was skeptical. I said, should I pay the $5 or not? But I decided to go ahead and pay the $5 to see the interview with Dr. Umar Johnson, the King Kong conscious, and Joe Biden, and his guest co-host. I mean, it was epic, guys. So I want you guys to make sure you go ahead and check it out. I see my girls in the house, Starbucks lover. She says, welcome everyone to Real Talk with your Lady D. Let me see if my girl is going to come on and sit on the panel with me, guys. As you can see right here, have a little fatigue, man. I'm still trying to get over with the holidays, man. It was a lot. So let me see if I can drop the link to see if my girl going to come and sit on the panel with me. Let me drop the link, Star. If you want to come on, you are welcome to come on. So, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. I hope I'm not in the matrix because you know how StreamYard, YouTube, I mean, they be tripping on me, but I went ahead and I'm using now another browser, Firefox. I'm gonna see how it's gonna go ahead and work with that. But I see that it's jumping, but it's clear. But I see that it's jumping. I'm not in the matrix, so I'm gonna see how everything is gonna go ahead and work with that. But I went ahead and dropped my link, guys, in case my friend want to come on, Starbucks lover. So again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. I hope you all had a beautiful holiday. Mine was very beautiful, guys. We went out to go ahead and see Color Purple, which I want to go ahead and talk about Color Purple. Also, I saw this last night. I mean, I was really shocked when I saw Shaun King. He was banned from IG. I mean, that was a lot, guys. We want to go ahead and talk about that. And also, I want to talk about Kevin Hart. He is suing his former assistant, and also Tasha K. Come on, Tasha K. Look like Tasha K. Come on, guys. Tasha K. Come on. So we're going to go ahead and talk about all that as well. So let me see if I can add my friend on Starbucks. How are you doing, Star?
Hi, how are
Yes,
you? Thank you
girl.
for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad that you are here. Girl, I am still tired from the holidays. I mean, it wore me out.
I bet it did. It's a lot of work.
Oh, yes. So how you are doing?
I'm doing okay, doing well.
Yes. So I want to go ahead and talk a little bit. I don't think you had saw the movie Color Purple, and then I want to go ahead and talk about Shaun King because I mean there's a lot of stuff that is going on with Shaun King, and it's just a lot. So I don't know if you had saw the movie Color
Oh,
Purple.
yes.
Did you? Oh, you ain't seen it?
I've seen the movie, yeah, with Oprah Winfrey and Whoopi Goldberg. Absolutely.
I'm talking about the new one, the with Fate,
No, not the
Fantasia,
new
and
one. No,
Taraja P Henderson. Oh, you never saw that one?
I haven't seen that one yet. No.
Oh my God, you have to go and see it. Now it's totally different from the one that you had seen with Color Purple, with Oprah Winfrey and Whoopi Goldberg, because that was more of a movie. But this one right here is more of a musical, where they was singing. And I really enjoyed the movie. I saw that they did good in the box office. I think just for Christmas alone, they made $18 million. Now that's good there.
That's great. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Yes, it
Sorry, I
was
have a
great.
cough, so I have to
That's
mute
all
from
right.
time to time.
That's all right. Yeah, but I saw well, we had saw it too. We saw it last night. We had went last night, and my sister-in-laws, we had went, and some other we had went and saw I mean, it was really good. I hope that at least, Taraji P Henderson. I pray that she go ahead and she get the Oscar, because it's well overdue. She been in the industry for so long. So I would like to see her, just go ahead and get an Oscar. And Fantasia did good. Every last one of them, they did real good. One that played Sophia, the one that played as Oprah Winfrey Sophia.
Yes.
Yeah, she did good as well. At first, when seen at first, I thought, I say, well, I think that, Jennifer Hudson would have, did good, playing that part, but she did a real good, she did good as well. So I hope that they get an Oscar, but I don't think, I want to see another movie or musical like that. I think I done got over, especially, it's when it comes to, how they, depict, you know, our people, especially, when it comes to the black man. And, I'm ready to see us in a positive light. I'm ready to see stuff like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah, I'm,
Absolutely.
I'm ready to see stuff like that. But I was shocked when, oh, Gus, I hear you. I hear you. Yes. I mean, girl, I hope you have a speedy recovery because I hear you. Yeah, but I hope that, like I said, I'm gonna talk more about it, but I was shocked when I saw Whoopi Goldberg, she played as the midwife. So I was shocked to go ahead and see her there. But when it comes to the playlist, I want to make sure I go ahead and get the playlist. But I'm gonna talk more about that later, the color purple, because I see my girl is under the weather. I hope you do get a good, girl. I see that you are under weather. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Shaun King, being banned from Instagram. I mean, when I saw that last night, I was shocked. Well, really wasn't shocked because, it's not, especially when we start, showing things that they try to, don't want us to talk about, they're going to go ahead and do stuff like that. But what you think about Shaun King, how they are doing him? You still there? Or is she's probably be mute. Unmute your mic. Star. Star. Her mic is mute. Star, unmute your mic. I don't know if she's still there. So, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and unbiased. I see she must have dropped. Now, Starbucks, when you come on, you make sure you go ahead and put your seatbelt on. So, let me go ahead and talk a little bit about. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Shaun King. I thought that Starbucks was gonna come on, but for some reason she having problems with her mic. Yes, she's back. What
Sorry,
happened?
sorry.
Put
I don't
that
know.
seatbelt on.
I got kicked out for some reason. How do
Yes,
I feel about Sean? Well, Sean does the right thing for everyone. And when I saw your post earlier, I wasn't shocked that he was banned from Instagram
me
because,
either.
when you tell the truth, and you a person of color, you're black, or it's not the same. They're going to shut you down. They're going to try to shut you up so that the message, the real message, doesn't get out.
Hmm.
So honestly, I wasn't shocked because he's been targeted.
Hmm.
He had to sell his house. He spends a lot of money on private security. So, this was coming. They were just looking for the moment to ban
Hmm.
him.
Yeah, and he went through a lot. So when you're saying selling his house, he didn't have to sell his house because of what he was doing with talking about all the stuff that's going on with the Palestinians. He didn't have to sell his house for
No,
that. I
no,
think it was with
no.
Black Lives Matter, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
when he was
yes.
going through a lot of stuff with that, when they was trying to, call him out because they were saying that he was not black enough. And to me, that was BS because, like I said, I don't know if he have a white mom or a black dad or, whatever, but he's fighting for a black cause. And, like I said, I think that he's really doing good, especially as an advocate, especially, when it comes to Black Lives Matter. I think he's really doing good. And it's so sad, Star, especially when they see that we are doing good, and advocating for our community. It's like they try to get you out. It's like they don't want to see our people wake up. That's the sad thing about it. It's like they wants to dictate, and I think you and I had talked about it, how when it comes to this country right here, we know better than the ones that, like you were saying, the Koreans. I think you was talking about them, how certain things that they can't say, it's like dictatorship. I think you and I had talked about that. Star must be on mute again. Unmute your mic. Yeah, but to me, especially when it comes to Shaun King, I don't know if Star, if her mic is mute. Unmute your mic, or but yeah, so let me go ahead and continue talking, and I guess you just can go ahead and charm in. But I saw all that stuff that had happened to Shaun King, and I used to visit his page, and I saw how a lot of stuff, he was talking about when it comes to all the stuff with the Palestinians, and how so much stuff is going on. But the thing about it is that he was really showing, like he was showing, a lot of clips, and it's not like he was putting, he was not really talking, he was just showing you clips and pictures of all the stuff that had happened. So like they say, pictures tells a thousand things. But why you think that, they are on him, for stuff like that? Why would they want to ban him? Star, you
Well,
there?
because they don't want the truth, I guess, to come out, for us to see what's really going on. But we, the people, we know we're not dumb. We understand when someone is being oppressed, suppressed, banned because they don't want the truth to come out. We know no one has to show us pictures because we know that the other is always targeted. It's always painted out to be as the bad guy. So we know we don't need pictures and sounds and someone to tell us. We already know the deal.
Hmm.
And we know how these people operate. Some people operate.
And the thing about it, he had like almost 5 million followers, subscribers, and to lose that account now, I wonder if they're going to give it his account back, or it's just banned, permanent. I wonder if it's permanent, or they just give, they put you in jail like 30 days or something like that. Then they go ahead and reactivate your accounts.
I don't know. I don't know if he's ever been banned. I know he's
Hmm.
been like an IG jail, right? But I don't know
Hmm.
if he's ever been banned. I don't know the difference.
Hmm.
Do you?
No, I don't know at all. But when I woke up and I saw it, like I said, I don't, I just don't understand. Well, I do understand, because, like I said, one thing about the truth cannot be hidden, and you know, we now in what I call the age of information, where everything is right out on, in a push of a button, everything is on social media. So you can't really, hide the truth anymore. And people are watching. And like I said, people, you can't tell people like back then. You know how back then you can go and you can try to change the narrative of the story, but now you can't change the narrative of the story, because you can't tell people what they see or what they don't see. If it's an orange, people gonna say it's an orange. If it's an apple, people gonna say it's an apple. So if people seeing what's going on and you trying to shut that person up, you know it's letting people know, or think, what do you have to hide? What are you trying to hide?
A lot.
Mhm.
They're hiding a lot. People like to hide a lot. So why not shut down the messenger?
Mhm.
That's it. But there's always going to be another Shaun King. There's.
Yes.
So you can't shut him down, but for so long. So
And
we'll
you're
see. I don't
absolutely right.
understand why bloggers are not really upset about this. This is big.
Because like I said, when it comes to these bloggers, it's all about monetary gain. They're not going to touch anything like this, because like I said, this right here, is a conversation that, it's not dealing with drama or entertaining, people, they're not going to touch something that they know that is going to mess with their pockets. They're not going to touch stuff like this now. If it's gossip or we tearing each other down, oh, of course, stuff like that is going to run fast. But when it's time for us to, start waking up our people, you're not going to hear people talking about stuff like this, because nobody wants to sit there and make nobody mad, because everybody, whether it's crumbs or whatever, at least they look at it, hey, it's putting food on my table. That's how I look at it. But it's sad.
But it's
You have to
really,
say
really sad because it can
yes.
affect everyone on social media. If you say one wrong thing about one group of people, you too can get banned. You too can
Hmm.
your channel too can get terminated. So I
Hmm.
think people should be rallying together.
Hmm.
Because
Absolutely.
this young man has helped so many people. I mean, so many
Absolutely.
needy families.
Absolutely. I
Really,
see.
he has.
Yes, I see Simple Girl TV. She say, "Good evening, sis. Good evening. Thank you for joining my live. Real talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and unbiased. Simple Girl TV say hi, Star.
Hi. Hi. Hello.
Yeah, but it's just so sad. How it's like what they are afraid of. Like I said, let people see what's going on. Stop trying to sit there just because it's something that you don't like, or you thinking that we supposed to take sides. It's not about sides. It's about standing on the truth. And you can't tell us something that we don't see. If we see it, why is they trying to go ahead and they trying to keep it away from us. It's just don't make sense at all. Simple Girl TV said, I've been watching you for years. Oh, thank you very much. She says she's been watching me for years. Thank you. Yes, if you want to come on, you are welcome to come on as well. Yeah, but this is a lot, and I truly believe that now that we are going into what I call the year of 2024, this will be like the 8th university year, which means completion as we go in. And what you're seeing right now is that the Most High God is bringing a lot of people to open shame. Like I said, the first going to be last and the last going to be first. And ready or not, our people, we are rising up. We seen all the stuff that is going on.
I'm hoping that with this band, maybe it'll inspire him to
Thank you. Sorry about
open
that.
up his own social media, like get his
Mhm,
own social media so he can have freedom of speech and say
mhm.
what he wants and post what he likes. Maybe this will
Absolutely.
inspire him.
Absolutely. And it's also a lesson learned from us all. It's like I said, when it comes to all these platforms right here, yes, we might have our name attached to these platforms, but it's not our house. So if it's not our house, we have to abide by their rules. And that's why it's time for us. We know that anytime when we say something, they'll try to shut us up because they don't want us to wake up. So it's time for us to build our own house. It's time for us to build our own platform where we can put our money together and where we can have freedom of speech, where we can say whatever we want to say. So what's the problem? Why we can't build our own platform? Long as we are on their stuff, using what they call their stuff and supporting them with their platforms, quite obvious they're going to continue doing all this to us. Quite obvious, they're going to shut us up, until we start doing for ourselves, start building up our own platform where we can get the word out.
I agree. Totally agree. We'll see what happens. Maybe him and Kanye can get together and do something, because he was also censored.
Yes. And yeah, we could go ahead and talk about that too. I dropped my light, but that's all right. I went ahead and dropped my light. But yeah, we could talk about Kanye West as well. He came out and he apologized, and he had apologized in Hebrew language. And to me, I had got a revelation of it, because he already said that, he, a part of the Hebrews, that he's one of the, as you say, one of the tribe of Hebrews, something like that. But he went ahead and he wrote it in Arabic. And what I had gotten from it is the reason why he did it, because he's letting look, I'm a Hebrew. So, and you saying that you also one of the chosen ones, so you should be able to understand what I wrote to you. So that's what I had gotten, when it came to Kanye West. And he's saying that, I'm gonna apologize to you, because what you are doing is you are proving me, and proving to the world of what I said, that how the Jays, they control everything. So if you want me to apologize, then that's just prove that, what I'm saying, that you guys control and you guys dictate everything. Then, what he's saying, it's pretty much it's right, because you cannot criticize these people without being shut down. It just don't make no sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. I don't really think there's really anything as freedom of speech.
Hmm.
It's censored. Yeah, people don't have freedom of speech.
No. And like I said, and we seeing what's going on right now, how, it's like they trying to hide all the stuff that is going on. And it's not just with the Palestinians. It got people, our people in Africa, in Congo, and in Kenya, and you know all these different parts of Africa. Our people is going through so much stuff. And like I said, this right here, what you're seeing, it's like it's going to hit home, because if we don't have freedom of speech, if we can't say what we need to say, but only if it's dealing with football or singing, then that get a green light. But when we start saying something that's going to educate our people, going to wake our people up, then you're going to shut us down. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. My sister say you're good at your talk. Keep it up, sis. Thank you very much. I think Story is having problems with her. I think she having problems with her connections. But yeah, guys, like I said, it doesn't make no sense at all, and it's time for us to say enough is enough, because you know, like I said, what's going on? A freedom of speech. It's words, and that's just I remember when the honorable uh who that was, the honorable minister Louis Farrakhan, he said, look, I never hit no one, I never through a rock, but it's just mere words. So you mean words are that powerful? That's just to show you words are powerful. If words going to make you sit there and just, shut everybody down, just cancel everybody, it doesn't make no sense. I think you're having problems, Star,
I
with your
am, I
connection.
think.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
Yeah, I remember when Arsenio Hall had Mr. Farrakhan on his show, and that
Mm-hmm.
was the end of Arsenio Hall's show. Remember that?
Yes.
He was done. They canceled Arsenio.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly what was said, but I remember vaguely that the show was canceled after he was on.
Mm-hmm. But you cannot keep. Oh, I see. I'm jumping. It look like I'm jumping on
Yes,
your
you're
end.
jumping. Yes, you're
Yeah, I
jumping.
see that I'm jumping. I don't know what it is because, like I said, I see that it's clear, but for some reason, I see that I'm jumping.
At the
I don't know.
bottom, yes.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But can you see me real good?
Yes, I could see you, yes.
What
But
about
it's
here?
just
You
like
can hear me real
jumping.
good? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's just jumping like, and I
Oh,
don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, every time I come on live, it's like, I'm having a problem with it. I don't know what it could be. But yeah, speaking of Minister Louis Farrakhan, how they wanted to go ahead and shut him up. And like I said, all he's doing is talking to his people, trying to wake his people up, telling his people that, come out of this, how to, live a better life. And you mean you're going to go ahead and you're going to shut them down? But like I said, all this right here, it is dealing with control, it's dealing with power, and they're not going to allow us to sit there and come out of what I call bondage, because that's exactly what it is. Long as we are entertaining these people and working for these people and catering for these people, then they're going to keep us stuck, and until we say enough is enough. And I truly believe, when it comes to this generation right here, this is what I call a Joshua generation, where these young people, they're not going to just sit there and lie down. These people are saying enough is enough. They are standing up. And that's
yes,
what
they
they are
are.
afraid of.
I believe they're more aware, more woke
Hmm.
than, other than previous generations. They do their research, they hear, they're more active than, our generation.
Hmm.
So they see and they're not as accepting and they don't believe everything that is said to them.
That's it. And the thing about it, Star, they cannot no longer use that fear tactic. They can't do that. The only time they can use that fear tactic if you sat there, you taking these people money. And that's why you see a lot of entertainers, and a lot of football players, when they be making, millions of dollars, they are quick to apologize. But when you sit and say, look, I'm no longer going to be controlled about I'm not going to no longer allow these people to control me. I'm going to sit there and do my own thing. I promise you, then you're going to see a different side. But long as we are catering to these people, how our people in the community, we got to sit there and keep up with the Joneses, like I said, inside, living like the Waltons, robbing Peter to pay Paul and living paycheck to paycheck, then you're going to always be, at the bottom. You always going to be kissing their feet until we leave these people stuff alone. Because like I said, you can never build a solid foundation on material possession. That's like building a house on sinking sand. Until we sit there and leave these people stuff alone and start building for ourselves, we can build for ourselves. We spend like trillions of dollars, 2 point some trillion dollars a year on foolish stuff. Just think about if we take all that money that we pour out in and put into the power that be hands and start putting that money into our community and start building our people, hospitals and schools and banks. Don't you know we can sit there and then they can no longer sit there and try to keep rocking us to sleep when we start doing for ourselves?
Exactly. Yep. They won't be able to control.
Yes.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. And that's what they're doing because it's a letter that I was reading. I forgot what senator. He was a J as well, but he was exposing the stuff that was going on. And he was saying that the stuff that is going on is part of a system where they will pay entertainers. I was reading some of it, but then I went ahead and I stopped it. It's a long, long report where they would pay entertainers millions of dollars just to sit there and distract us. And you see that stuff is going on right now, right?
Absolutely.
Why you
Oh,
think they
yes.
paying these rappers? They pay these rappers millions of dollars long as they distracting and acting buffoonery and drawing our people to the slaughterhouse. They gonna continue paying these people. But when they use their platform and start waking people up, oh, they gonna do anything to try to shut them down.
Yes. As long as you're obeying and
Yes,
following their rules and doing what they want you to do, you're okay. But if you're gonna make noise and go against what they're telling you, do the opposite, they're gonna hurt you where, in your pockets. That's it.
that's
Like
it.
how they
That's
did
it.
Kanye. Look what they did to him.
That's it.
Whether people agree with him, or people consider him crazy, he's not that crazy. He made it, right? Really big.
That's it. And
Big
see,
enough where Kim Kardashian, lynched onto him and it built up, I believe, her career, or,
mhm,
through him. He helped
that
them, I believe. That's just my opinion.
that's it. And the thing about it is everything was so good until he started talking against them. And see, that's exactly how the power that be would do. They would attach, oh, you a racist or you anti-Semitic. It's just a tactic just to go ahead and shut you up.
Or
But
crazy. They use the word
yes,
crazy a
yes,
lot,
yes, yes. But when they use those words, them words is just, they know that those words are damaging and it'll destroy these person career. But now we should sit there and say, oh, we know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to use those words just to go ahead and try to shut us up. But
Yeah.
we just can't let it get the best of us.
To build that narrative that, well, you can't believe what they're saying. They're crazy. They're making it
Hmm.
up. There's no such thing, and then that plays along. People say, oh, he's just crazy or she's crazy. Don't believe it, and that satisfies them because now they feel that they're really telling the truth, but people think that they're just making it up because they're crazy. That's what
Hmm.
they were labeled as: crazy, bipolar, schizophrenic. Those are the words that they use.
But all the while, they are telling the truth.
Absolutely. Yes, they are.
Wow, that's messed up. That's messed up. I mean, it's just to show you, this. And then the thing about it is that this is in the 21st century. We have all types of technology. We are now in the year of information, and people, like I say, they see all the stuff that is going on. So you got to be very bold to sit there and just turn it off. When people start waking up, you got to be a very bold person to do something like that.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So let's go ahead and move on. Because I try to stay on the hour. So we talked about all that in 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and talk about what you think about all the stuff that is going on with Tasha K, again
Oh
being
my
sued
goodness.
by Kevin Hart.
She just, she loves a good lawsuit, huh?
Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh, she must have really deep pockets. Like, I just don't get it. Uh, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, she said she was broke. So what you mean she got deep pockets?
I mean, if people are suing you, they gotta get, like, you go into courts again. For what?
Lord. Mm, 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 mm.
For what?
And how much is Kevin Hart? How much he's worth?
I believe his net worth, I believe he's 450 million. That's what
Wow.
his, I'm sure he doesn't have that money
Well,
on
yeah,
hand,
yeah,
but
his asset, his
yeah,
property,
his
all kind.
assets,
Yes, yes.
stocks, and real estate,
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to Cardi B. I mean, Cardi B is what, 80 million? This man is worth 150 million.
Wow.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with this one. Do you think this is real or?
I think it's real. Tasha K had put this out. I saw where she had put it out. She said exclusive. So she's talking about exclusive, where she's going to go ahead and release that interview that she had with Kevin Hart assistant. It says right here, she went ahead and wrote, Kevin Hart personal assistant tells all. And then talking about gambling addiction, habitual cheater, paying millions to a man to take a DUI charge for him, and framing best friend of 30 years in fake extortion plot. So they going to talk about all that right there. I don't know if she's going to talk about it on YouTube, which I don't think she is. Most likely, she's going to go ahead and talk about all that on her network. But
Wow.
Kevin Hart was trying to go ahead and stop it, but Tasha Cage is going to continue with that interview. But like I was saying, all news is not good news. If someone tell me, look, don't put that up, and I know that these people are very powerful people, like I said, I would go ahead and take it down. And the reason why I would take it down, because you know, it just reminds me of what she already been through. Just imagine someone is suing you for $4 million, and you going to go back, into the same predicament. To me, it's like a dog going back into their own vomit. When you going to learn just for that interview? It doesn't pay off. You might get a lot of viewers, but you're going to end up paying all that to lawyers, and all these defamation lawsuits. And it's where I think her husband should step in and say, Tasha, let it go. It's not worth it, because look how it cost us to lose so much, with the first lawsuit with Cardi B. So like I said, when it comes to Kevin Hart, this dude, his money is very, very long.
And he's protected in the industry.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's a big guy. He's not he's not a little one. He's a big one. He's a big fish.
Yes.
So I wish her luck. I mean, I hope she's ready for what's to come, if anything is to come. And the assistant too. I thought that when you're an assistant with, that you sign an NDA.
Hmm.
So I mean, I'm wondering if he's gonna go after her as well.
Well, yes. I had took it off because my computer was jumping. I had some tabs that was open, but it was saying that he's going after his assistant as well.
You got to learn your lesson in life. It's like, it's like when they incarcerate you, right? They're not
Hmm.
incarcerating you for you to come out worse than what you went in there. They don't
Hmm.
incarcerate you so that you can be plotting and scheming behind the scenes, right? When they incarcerate you as a punishment, hopefully, you get the help you need in
Yeah, to
prison, right?
rehabilitate. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and you come back out as a better person, never commit another crime in your life again because you learned your lesson. But some people, it's like children, some children love to get hit. I mean, I hate to say it, they just keep doing the same thing over and they don't learn their lesson. And adults are not any different. They don't learn. They don't learn from their mistakes. So, I mean, what can you
Hmm.
do?
It's like to me, it's like a high. It's like, I guess people, they do it, because they feel like they are a celebrity, and they feel like they are important, where they have to get that exclusive news. And if they don't have that exclusive news, then they don't feel like they doing their job. But getting that exclusive news, it's cost, you
Yeah,
got
at
to make
what
sure.
cost
Yes,
are you
yes.
going to keep getting? It's not pretty. I mean, owing
Hmm.
somebody 3 point something million dollars, you cannot go to bed at peace at nighttime. It's not like you owing someone, $375, or that's a lot of money.
Yes,
And
it
I don't
is.
know, some people just, like I said, some people just don't learn their lesson, or it just doesn't matter, just like you said, the excitement, the next high, the next story, the bigger the better, salacious. So
Hmm.
I wish everybody luck.
But I
That's all
wonder
I
what,
could say.
her husband says about it, because he more of a quiet person, at least, from what we saw. I don't know what's behind closed doors, but when will someone, especially her husband, say enough is enough? Let it go. This right here, it's not working. Where you have to, at least try something else, because if something causes me to lose everything that I have, where Tasha K said that, she pretty much had to go ahead and file bankruptcy. So
Mm.
when will someone draw a line and say, it's not working? That's the part that I don't understand. Why nobody, especially her husband, don't go ahead and say, go ahead and stop it.
I mean, they're a team, so I guess this is how they made it, being
Mhm.
together for right or wrong, or rich or poor, is we're sticking together. So,
S-
you know, I don't know.
So
I don't
it's
know what
like,
to say.
that they cannot stop, right? That's what you're saying.
No, they cannot stop.
Because it's like a drug addict. Once you in it, you're gonna in it until it's either gonna take you out, or you're gonna be, I don't know. But that's what it looks like to me. But I saw, can you hear me real good, Storm?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I saw where someone had said Tosh is just let me see something else. Kevin, let me see something I had saw that had really stood out, because I was
We
reading
just
some
gotta
of the
pray for
comments.
everyone involved, and that everybody's ready to fight, get their money
Yes.
together, and this is Hollywood. This is Hollywood, and you don't mess with, they have money. Their money's long, really long.
Yes. But someone has said right here, they say Tasha is just doing a job. She's not forcing anyone to say these things. So Kevin Beef should be with assistant, not Tasha. So, they saying that she just giving her interview to Tasha K. Tasha K is a blogger. So she telling her story. But isn't the same thing that happened with Star Marie Jones when it came to Cardi B, you know?
Well, she's giving her a platform. Without her platform, these stories wouldn't come out. So she's giving her a voice, she's giving her a platform, and that's the one who's he's gonna come after. They're gonna come after.
Hmm.
And the assistant, I'm quite sure, is going to pay the price as well.
Hmm.
And it
Wow.
doesn't matter what you know about these people. They know how to cover. Hollywood knows how to cover things up,
Hmm.
sweep things under the rug, get the best lawyers, and yeah. Look what happened to Black China.
What happened to her?
Well, she was fighting against the big machine, the Kardashians.
Okay. Yeah, because she ended up losing that lawsuit as well.
Exactly, and she's big, but they're bigger, and you know that's a machine, and you
Hmm.
can't you can't mess with a machine. I mean,
Hmm.
that's just how it is. So
But like I said, honey, where we say we can't mess with the machines, giants do fall. and they going to fall. No way in the world that they going to continue in that much power. But like I said, we can't sit there and dib and dab with them as well. But another person said, Kevin won't sue the person who told his business, but suing the person who gave an outlet for his business to be told. Well, that's more what she have to say. If Kevin were to sue her, what happened between the two?
I
That's
don't know.
interesting,
All I
huh?
know is that
Someone say
she's
he's suing
giving
them
her
both.
platform, and she already has a bad reputation as far as lawsuits are, and and so they're going to come after both of them. That's just how it is. That's just how
Hmm.
America is. You sue who you want to sue, who you can sue, and
Hmm.
lawsuits and courts are for the rich and powerful, not for the poor and other.
Hmm.
Like I said, I
Mm-mm-mm.
wish them luck. One has a big backing, and the other one does not. So,
Hmm. Well, I don't know if it's wishing luck because, like I said, if I was in the same predicament that I was in before, then it's not luck to me. It's like you just playing with fire. That's exactly how I look at it. That's why, especially when it comes to these platforms, it's like we take these platforms and we misuse it. It's all about entertaining and who you can please and jumping on the bandwagon and pickers and choosers, and nobody want to come on these platforms. They don't want to sit there and stand on their truth. Everybody wants to use their platform to tear down instead of building back up. And so in a minute, when you start speaking positive, they wants to at least cancel you, or they saying you boring. It's like, especially when it comes to our people, it's like we love drama. We love to be entertained, and that's why I always say the power that be can continue working overtime on us because they know that we are not serious. It's like we act like children, and it's so sad to say grown people act like children, but just look at it. Like I said, we learn from our mistakes. If we know that that iron is hot, we're not going to continue touching that iron, because sooner or later that you're going to get burnt. And to me, when it comes to Tasha K, it's like a dog going back into his own vomit, because you cannot continue putting that old wineskin into new wine. It's going to burst.
yes, I know.
and
I
and
know.
that's the sad thing about it.
It's really. So when was the lawsuit today?
I don't know. I don't know when it happened. I guess all this right here, people blogging about it right now. So I guess all this had happened, today when
Today.
they went
Oh,
ahead
okay.
and released it. I think page 6 is the one that broke that story.
Wow. Okay.
Hmm.
Wow. I'm surprised TMZ didn't break the story.
Oh my
You know how
God.
they always break.
The only time they're gonna go ahead and break a story is when it's dealing with the Kardashians. Because it's like they just have Kardashians on standby. I
Yeah,
don't know.
they probably have them in their salary pocket,
Yes,
you know.
that's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm. But girl, like I say, this is a lot. A lot of stuff that is going on, and I think that's the reason why these people could work overtime on us, because they see that we are not taking things serious. And long as we sat there not taking things serious and we acting the way that we are acting, then they're going to continue doing the things that they are doing until we say, like I say, wake up and leave these people stuff alone,
Exactly.
and
Just,
start building.
yeah, they we're distracted, they distract us. And just like
Hmm.
they're saying that the economy is great, that recession. I mean, I still see the prices of food going higher and higher and higher.
Mhm.
You go to the supermarket, you go to Costco, you go anywhere and you buy five, six things and you come out of there with nothing.
Mhm.
But we're so busy with gossip and worried about what the next person that we're never going to meet in life is
Mhm.
doing, instead of worrying what's going on in our own backyard with our
Mhm.
money, with our investments. We're not woke. We're not aware what's going on. We're too
I
busy.
think we're aware of it. It's just that, we feel that it haven't hit home yet until it hit home. But I think we're aware of it because just look at it, how, like you said, the prices, of food and how people is robbing Peter to pay Paul. I think they're aware of it, but they think that, oh, long as I'm keep working and I'm getting myself in all this debt and, you know, I'm gonna just wake up and it's just gonna all go away. And that's what I think, But these people, like I say, everything is a system, how these people, they don't care about you, because if they care about you, they won't take billions of dollars and go and police other people country, and
Mhm.
we always at
Mhm.
the bottom of everything. And the only time when we see these people, it's when it's voting time.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. So I guess we better be ready for Mr. 40, what is it, 46, to come back next year and start looking for the votes, that he got when he got into office.
Hmm.
That's what we're good for. That's it. For the votes.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. And the thing about it is that we don't see it. We don't see that these people, because we so busy looking, trying to tear our own down, each other down, where we don't see that these people, it's like, is a system. Like, they put all this stuff in place because it's just a distraction while they out there, they are working overtime because they see we're not taking it serious. So they say, well, if they're not taking it serious, why should we take it serious? So all the while, these people are building things and plotting, overnight, figuring out how to keep us suppressed. And sooner or
Yes.
later, we're going to be just like all the stuff that is going on with the Palestinians, because like I said, today is them, tomorrow it can be us,
Mhm. Yep.
right?
Yes, absolutely. I cannot believe that we're funding two wars. I just can't believe it.
I could
I
believe it.
mean, if you haven't won in 2 years, what makes you think that you need more money from the taxpayers' money, taxpayers, American taxpayers, to help you fund, your war that you're not winning? You are not
Hmm.
winning and you're not going to win. That's just my opinion.
Hmm. Because it's all about power and greed.
I just don't understand why. Why?
Hmm.
The why.
Because they know, like I say, all this stuff what you see right there is just a distraction. Because while they are out there funding all these wars, the stock market is going up. You see,
Yeah.
it's everything is dealing with monetary. It's just a money game. All this stuff what you see. But the thing about it is that innocent people, they are caught up in the middle of it. They caught up in the mix of it. Innocent people.
Yes. They are. They really are. It's just so sad, just so sad. It really
Hmm.
is. It really, really is.
But like I said, there is a solution, especially when it comes to our people, because we know exactly who they are counting, like sheep for the slaughter. That's why I say when I saw that movie, The Color Purple, it was a good movie, and not a good movie, a musical. It was very good, but I don't want to see that type of movie anymore. I want to see our people. I want to see our people, doing something that's going to uplift our community and not to keep us bondage. on the plantation, at the feet, and seeing how our men are being abusive and trying to run this narrative when it comes to the LGBTQ. And because it did had Celie and Suge, they had a scene where they was kissing and they were in the bed. And see, that's the type of stereotyping and the type of narrative that they try to attach.
Push. Yeah, they
Yeah,
push. They're
yeah, they
pushing
push
that.
that,
Yeah. Mhm.
especially, and they using us to help push that agenda. And the thing
Mhm.
about it is that we don't see it until it's too late.
Nope. 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 It's an agenda that is being pushed, and I mean, yeah.
Hmm. And also, I was watching. Are you familiar with Dr. Umar Johnson?
Yes.
What is your thought about him?
Um, like in like in what sense?
Just period. Because I was watching. He did an interview. Well, on Joe, what is Joe Budden? But it's on his Patreon account, so you're not gonna find it on YouTube. And he was talking about what you thought about this. He was talking to one of the guys, one of the hosts, and I mean, Dr. Umar pretty much, shut him down, because when it comes to that, debating, I think he's the king of all debaters. Don't even try. But when he was saying about, can you have a oh, okay. Can you sit there saying you are activist in your community? You all about, especially when it comes to Black Lives Matters. Can you push, that issue and sleep with, with the opposite sex, not the opposite sex, sleep with, the Europeans, with a white person. So if you married to a white person, you still can talk about Black agenda, right? Things that's going on in the Black
Absolutely. Yes.
community.
Mhm.
Mhm. Because he was saying, Dr. Umar was saying, if you are sleeping with a white woman, then how can you be a strong activist in the Black community? Because we know that most of all the stuff that had happened to our people is happened because of, you know, what the Europeans, had, did to, our people. So how can you
Yeah, it's
sleep?
a
That's like
contribution,
sleeping
but
with it's like sleeping with the enemy.
yeah, but it doesn't stop you from caring and recognizing and seeing the
Hmm.
unjust just because you're married to a different race, to a white
Hmm.
man, or a white woman. Like
Hmm.
you don't have blinders on because you married to a white or white man or white woman.
Hmm.
So I think he's wrong on that because you can still be married and still stand for for your people.
Hmm. Because it's like, I guess they don't put like, this, where all people, all, like all white people, how they say all Black people, are, it's like, I guess they just saying, that just because you white, or just because you Black, you're supposed to be in that same box. That's, I don't know.
Well, sometimes you can't help who you fall in love with,
Hmm.
and it doesn't make you less white because you're married to a black man or black woman, and it doesn't make you less black because you're married to, a white man or white woman. You are who you are.
Hmm.
And I to me, that's a bit ignorant to me
Hmm.
because you grew up how you grew up. You grew up with a black mom. You grew up in a black family, so that doesn't stop you or shouldn't, you know, I don't know. That just doesn't make sense to me. That's
Well,
a
I
little
think
bit
the reason
ignorant to
why
me, you
well,
know?
I think the reason why he's saying, because of how our people been oppressed, so it's like sleeping with the enemy. And he talked about with Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, how when he died, all his money went to his wife, which, she's not a part of the Black community, and how she went ahead and she took some of the money and, she helped other colleges, but she didn't help like a HBCU college, but what he's saying is that, when you marry out of your race, then that money is not being poured back into your community. That money is going to be put back into the power that be hands. So to them, it does not serve the purpose. So that's the way that he sees it.
Yeah, well, his stance is a bit small-minded and ignorant, in my opinion,
Mhm, mhm.
because, I think Vanessa is her name. I think she's Hispanic. And, whether a lot of people want to accept it or not, Hispanics are considered the other, and they're not considered white. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When
but
you,
see, the money didn't go into the Black HBC U college. The money went into like, you know, like LSU LSU, and well, I'm gonna say allegedly, but it
well,
didn't go
LSU
into
is
the
really
Black
diverse.
colleges.
They're
Yes.
really diverse. You know what I
So he was
mean?
saying, at least pour some of that money into Black schools.
How you gonna tell somebody how you?
Mhm.
I'm telling you, people are too. I don't know.
Mhm. But I
Mm,
but I kind of see a little bit of what he's talking about, especially when it comes to how, our people is always at the bottom of
mm-hmm.
everything. And it's just like a person would come and say, "Oh, you never been a part of slavery, maybe your ancestors, but you never been a part of slavery." Or they probably say, "Well, you want to say you don't want to label all white people as racist and own Black people, but my family, we never owned, slavery." But the way that they looking at it, you are, well, your people may not own slavery, but you are benefiting from all the stuff that, had came, from your ancestors having slaves. So what they saying is that even though, your family may not have had slaves, but you are benefiting from, all the stuff, that was when the slaves came with the free labor, and all the benefits is trickled down to your generation. So I think that's exactly, how he sees it.
A lot of races have benefited from things that they should have never benefited from. Like, for
Hmm.
instance, we have this Congresswoman, Elizabeth Warren. She went to school and got her education paid as a Native American. And she has maybe, excuse my voice, she has maybe like 6% Native American, and the next and the rest is white.
Hmm.
But she lied. A lot of people lied about just to benefit, to get her education paid off. And look,
That's
she's a
not the
big
one that was.
congresswoman.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
don't remember that one. I got to do some research on that one right there.
yeah,
I remember
Elizabeth
it was
Warren.
another one. I remember another one. She was a activist, and she said that she was Black, but all the while she was white, and she had got all the scholarships and everything, portraying to be a Black person, but she was doing the job, but a
Yeah,
lot of
at
people
least she
came
was doing
down
the
on her.
job, and look what they did to
Hmm.
her. They destroyed her. She
Yes.
went as far as like braiding hair for a living because all of
Yes.
her work, her credentials were just destroyed. But Elizabeth Warren, she's one of our Congress people. I think she's from Connecticut, and she's striving. Probably has a big net worth, a couple of millions, but she lied her way through her education about her Native American.
Wow,
So
I'm gonna have to do some research about that. I didn't
yeah,
see that one.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely gonna have to do a research about that one.
Why do
But
you
like,
think number 45 used to call her a crazy name? Because yeah, they
mhm.
found out what she did. So that's
And
what I'm saying. A lot of people.
she's still in the seat, the Senate seat?
Yeah, she does. I
Wow.
think she does like financial. Her chair her duty is like about finances. Yeah, Elizabeth Warren. Look her up. You'll
Oh,
see.
okay. I didn't see that.
Yeah, yeah,
But I'm gonna
yep.
have to do some research on that. Like I say, it's so much stuff that is going on. That's why I don't understand, why we get so distracted, by all the foolish stuff when so much in real life, stuff that we can talk about. But then again, Star, we can't talk about the stuff that is going on around the world because they going to label you as anti-Semitic or racist or try to go ahead and cancel you. So like I said, you're damn if you do and you're damn if you don't.
That's it. Just might as well talk about the weather, the prices of eggs, and that's
Oh
it. That way you won't get canceled. Anything else, forget about it.
my
Mm-mm.
God. So in
Yeah.
other words, then we could continue allowing these people to work overtime on us, right?
Yeah, that's what they want. That's why they shut people down. That's what they shut people's platforms. How dare you speak against what I'm doing and trying to educate the
Mhm.
world of my, my sins, my no, how dare you? Nope, we're going to shut you
Mhm.
down and that's it. Can't say anything else.
And want me to tell you something? I also blame a lot on our people as well because we quick to sit there and say it's the others, but I blame our people as well. And the reason why I blame our people as well, because like I said, we are not like our forefathers or our mamas, we are educated, and we have all the information right in the push of a button. So it's up to us if we going to keep spending, and keep pouring into these power that be. And the more that we pour into them, the bigger that they get until we start doing for ourselves and pouring into our community. Because I truly believe if it worked back then with Black Wall Street, where they had their own schools, their banks, and had everything that they needed right into their own little town, I believe that it can happen today.
You
But the
sure
only way that
can.
it can happen is that we got to sit there and be fed up, where
Just
we got
stick
to say enough is
together.
enough. Yeah.
You
And that's
know,
the thing about it is that it's no unity in our
no,
community.
no
It's no
unity.
unity. And that's why they can work overtime on us because they seen that we fighting with each other, which like I say, that's still a part of the system. They put it that way. So long as we fighting with each other, then we gonna always be at their beck and call. But until we say, look, we are not gonna fight with each other, we're gonna start building. We're gonna start teaching and educating our own people. Then you're gonna see a big change. But we got to stop being sellouts. We got to
Yeah,
stop being
sell
Uncle
out, stop
Toms.
being
Yes.
envious of who has
Jealousy,
what.
jealousy,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
jealousy. And once we can get over that, I promise you, we're gonna be able to succeed. Yep. So, girl, look, we done did our little hour because I just stay on here an hour. I can't stay longer than that.
I know, I know.
Yes, and I thank you for coming on. I was
Oh, it
surprised
was
when you
my
came on.
pleasure, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
And
I was
until next
surprised.
time.
Okay, and
All
and and
right.
I hope you feel better. Okay.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right.
Yep.
Thank you, stars. Thank you,
You're
Star.
welcome.
You
Bye.
too. All righty.
Bye.
Yes. So, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I did my hour. I was trying to see if I could carry them up, but for some reason, I'm glitching. So, I went ahead and carry them down. I don't know what it is. So, Simple Girl TV, thank you for coming on, and guys, thank you for coming and watching my live. And those that gonna go ahead and catch the replay, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. So, on that note, guys, you all have a good night.